So how all these things work together? Imagine you want to do a live musical performance, just like what React normally do. React Media normally, what we do, we cover corporate events, we cover musical concerts, conferences, carnivals, political forums, and so on. So you can reach out to us at any time. We are here for you. A musical performance. Now, the first person I'm going to talk about is the audio guy. Most of us, we are fans of so many celebrities, musical artists, the likes of the Wizkids, the Davidos, and so on. And we'll buy their ticket for their concerts, we'll go. We will now see the way the media personnel arrange their sound mixer, the line array for sound and everything. And you'll be thinking, what are they doing with all these things now? It's too much. But sincerely, it's not too much. It's even too small compared to what we want to do. So in order for you to enjoy the experience of attending that concert. So we want to give you value for your money. The sound guys, they will make sure the microphones are working perfectly well. The speakers are sending what they are meant to send. The receivers are working. The console is intact. It's well calibrated. Everything is calibrated. Cameras, different kind of cameras. You now bring in your cameras. You now say, okay, fine. I want different shots. I want a close-up. I want a wide shot. I want a zoom shot. I want so many. You want so many things. You want the gimbal that will be going around. You want a jeep that will give you elevation, whereby you are having an area shot from a crane. Or you want to take it far. You bring in a drone. And while all these things are then connected into the vision mixer through the SDI port or the HDMI port or even your LAN cable. It depends on what you want. It depends on the kind of mixer you have. And it depends on your audience. It needs to listen to the rhythm of the music, then cut to cameras, cut to artists, cut to response, audience, cut to cutaways, the wristwatch, the eyes, the legs, and all those things, the elements of your video. That is how a vision mixer is wired. You need to pick everything. So now, we talk about the roles, their primary tools, and their keys. A cameraman. Primary tools: tripod stand, hand rig, camera, Steadicam, and so on. Then their key goes: visual, composition, and focus. Then audio. The audio mixer, if pin fall down, audio must catch it. You must hear the sound. When the artist on stage is stamping his leg on the stage, sound need to pick it. It's just like in football, when the players kick the ball, yeah, boop, boop, boop. That's it. And what are their primary tools? Mixing decks, XLR or digital or analog. That is that on that. They must have their console. Then key goal. Key goal is immersion. You must be there, just like all these 3D glasses we wear. It will be as if you are in the game. You'll be throwing your legs, that is how you must be in the club. You must be in the game. Then the vision mixer. What the vision mixer needs is just a production switcher. That's all. Then what you need is pacing, to be fast, on point, pa, 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 pa. Let's move to the next one, which is the live setup. From our slide, we can see the live setup. I have 2 cameras connected to the vision mixer, as you can see here. Then after that, we have an audio interface by the side, whereby we have two lapels connected to that audio mixer. Then we have another PTZ camera connected to the vision mixer. That's 3 cameras. Then the vision mixer is now outputting to a PC for live streaming. Looking at it very well, this prototype is for YouTube. It's live streaming to YouTube. That is how the live setup is all about. Let me move to the next slide, which also talked about the diagram for OBS, how to connect your vision mixer, your camera to OBS live stream. Your camera is the source, your hardware. Your vision mixer is another sub source. Then OBS is a software platform on the internet for live streaming. You'll be wondering what's the meaning of OBS. OBS is open broadcast source. It is free of charge. Then we have vMix. vMix is not free of charge. You'll pay for vMix. You pay for vMix. vMix is more or less like a console, like a switcher. They have their hardware switcher also, but I'm going to talk about the software switcher. That's vMix. And you can also use it to stream to multiple platforms. Using OBS, you can see from your source, which is a camera, an ENG camera to be precise, to a vision mixer, to OBS, then OBS will send it out to a live platform. It can be your YouTube, it can be VMA, it can be TikTok, it can be Instagram, it can be Facebook, it can be Twitch, and so on. Then I have the one for vMix here. vMix source has four. We have 4 cameras connected to a vMix. There is always an intermediary between a mixer and the source, which is the camera. There's what we call a video capture card. Video capture card from the mixer to the laptop. Cameras to mixer. Video capture card from mixer to laptop. But thank God for the advent of innovation, whereby most vision mixers now have what we call the Type-C, whereby you can send output from the mixer directly to your laptop or to your PC using the Type-C, or you can as well do HDMI out from your mixer down to your laptop. HDMI out, then HDMI in into your laptop. It's very rare to see a laptop, for you to see a laptop that has an HDMI in, but we have it. Or sometimes it might be SDI out from your mixer to your laptop or to your CPU. Then let's quickly go through the illustration of the diagram for vMix, which is 3 camera source to vMix direct. That means they're actually talking about the vMix hardware processing system, whereby at the back you might have HDMI or SDI display card there. That means the video graphics card might be HDMI or SDI directly to the back of your CPU. Then vMix will bring it in. Then we will now take it straight to stream. Then from stream to final output to any platform you decided to put it. Talking about signal flow, I've been trying to take myself to that signal flow gently, but the thing is just that it's simple thing. It's just the way you connect your DVD player at home, and some people do it in a way that they have one DVD player, but one DVD player is playing and is showing on 3 different TVs. The TV in their room, the one in their parlor, the one in their kitchen, the one in their bedroom, even some in their bedroom now they have a TV. You understand? And just one source is sending signal to that place. It's called signal flow. It's still the same process. The same process. You want to use cable, you want to use wireless. It depends on you. Understanding signal flow is like following water through a series of pipes. Any leaks or clogs in the chain result into loss of picture and sound. If there is any breakage in your cable, if one cable is bad, there won't be pictures or there won't be sound, depending on where you have bad cables. On a switcher, we have the in and out, input and output. Input is where you take input You input something into the mixer. The Y out is where is when you are taking out something, taking out a feed from the mixer, sending it somewhere else. So first of all, we want to talk about cameras, which is our phase one, the acquisition, the cameras. I want you to remind you again that we have one of our facilitator has dwelt extensively on that. Take time and go and watch it, and don't forget to subscribe. So we have the sensor of the camera, we have the CCU, we have the gen lock. The CCU is the camera control unit in broadcasting. In broadcasting. I want to emphasize on that. In broadcasting, you cannot have an OB van and not have a CCU inside an OB van. You cannot. Thank God for the innovation from Blackmagic that we now have standalone CCU for Blackmagic cameras, whereby you can use to calibrate cameras. So giving the camera operators more room to be versatile. So you have a vision control personnel that is controlling the CCU for you. In a professional studio, the signal does not go straight to the switcher. It first hits a CCU in the gallery. This allows a vision engineer or a vision control engineer to remotely control the camera iris, color balance, and black levels so that all cameras look identical. Then the gen lock is where every camera must be in step with each other. They must align. When your gen lock is aligned, you will not have jump cuts. Everything will be seamless. For the CCU, this is the diagram of a CCU. This is a Blackmagic CCU. This is a Blackmagic CCU for 4 cameras. You can count it 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the joystick and everything. You can see the cameras they are calibrating. They are Blackmagic cameras. This is a CCU for Blackmagic. We also have CCU from Sony. Panasonic has their own CCU. Grass Valley has their own CCU. Let's move to phase 2, which is the processing, the cross points, and also the mix and effect banks, which is the ME. So now, processing. The switcher is the ground general station of the studio. It receives multiple feeds simultaneously. So let me move to the cross point. The cross point, this is the internal matrix where every input, that is camera, graphics, video playbacks, meets every output. Cross point is where all those things meet together, whereby you plug them into a source. You plug them into an input, the camera, graphics, video playbacks, and so on. Even if you want to use your, what do they call it, your LED screens for live streaming, your projectors for live streaming, you bring everything to the cross points in the MCR. Then let's move to ME, which is mix and effect. The signal sent an ME bank where the vision mixer can layer the signal. For example, they might take the live feed from camera 1 and overlay a graphics like a storyboard or a scoreboard using a Kia. Professional mixers has 1 ME, some has 2 ME, some has 3 ME, some has 4 MEs, depending on the type of mixer you are using. I remember TriCaster Elite. I think Elite 2 has 4 MEs. Blackmagic Television Studio has just 2 MEs. Then the MEs is just mix and effect, just for you to blend 2 elements together. Whereby you want to blend, you are blending video and graphics together. Camera 1 and graphics, or camera 2 and graphics. The preview bus is before, the program bus after. That's my own English. Before I go live, after I go live. Before I go live, preview. After I go live, program. Every visual mixer must understand that before you take anything to live, preview. It's on rare cases you go to program straight, knowing fully well that you know what that camera is showing. That is it. For you not to have sleepy shots. The preview bus, before a shot goes live, it's sent to preview monitor so director can check it. The program bus, once the shot is cut or auto button is clicked, the signal move to the program or live. So that is that for that. So let me move to the next slide, which is our pictures showing how a multi-view of a visual mixer look like. If you look at the right hand side, you will see preview. That's the preview monitor. After that, you see the program. Then you now see different cameras connected to the mixers. Example of layering is what that media player 1 is talking about, and also player media 2 is talking about. Layering, graphics. So that's that. Let me move to the next slide, which is distribution. Distribution is once the signal leaves the switcher, it's now a completed show, but it still has few stops. It's just like when you punch your camera 1 and your camera 1 is live on your screen, you still have other things that will, other gears or other instruments or other equipment that will take it live, that will take it to, let me say that will take it to the sky, or take it to the cloud, or take it to your YouTube, or take it to your what do they call it, to your Instagram, to your Facebook. Example of all those equipment, we have the router, a video router or internet modem that will help you in distribution. That means for your output. Then let's talk about the master control room. The master control, this is the final gatekeeper. They had the TV station's logo, the bug, commercial breaks, emergency alerts, and so on. That means in the MCR. I talked about the MCR the other time, that this is where you bring all your cables. Everything you want to send into the mixer, you bring it to the master control room. You'll plug it into the mixer, and every other gadget they want the mixer to receive input from. So let me move to the next slide, which is encoding. Encoding, this is the signal that is compressed using the likes of H.264 or MPEG-4 to make it small enough to travel via satellite, cable, or internet, vMix, OBS, StreamYard, and any other streaming platform you want to use. Talking about these streaming platforms now, they will make that your video source or your video feed, they will make it smaller into an extension called H.264 or MPEG-4, so that they can stream seamlessly. Your video will not buffer. So that is what encoding is all about. So now let me move to Nigerian Media Market Contest. We have a body called the NBC, that is the National Broadcasting Commission. Nigerian media landscape, we have to look at how global standard meets local infrastructures, regulatory bodies like NBC, National Broadcasting Commission, and the unique challenges of Nigeria environment. In Nigeria, every broadcast must adhere to Nigerian Broadcasting Code. If you want to know the codes, go to their website. They have their there's Nigerian Broadcasting Codes on their website. Go to NBC website, you'll see there. Local content. The NBC mandates a certain percentage of local content. For a visual mixer or producer, this means prioritizing Nigerian produced shows, music, and documentaries over foreign imports. Then the last one is about political neutrality. During election cycles, The role of director and vision mixer are under high scrutiny to ensure equal time is given to all political parties to avoid heavy fines or license suspension. Just like we have in Nigeria, we have different political parties. We have lots of political parties in Nigeria, lots of them. We are now doing what we call the manifesto night. You are now favoring party A more than party B. Director is speaking more of party A aspirants. He's speaking party A audiences. He's showing party A brands more than party B. No, NBC is going to scrutinize you for doing that. In Nigeria contest, the signal flow does not just stop at transmission. It has to survive the local environment. We talk about the power factor. Unlike studios in US or UK, a Nigerian master control room relies heavily on high capacity UPS, uninterrupted power supply, and massive diesel generators. A glitch in the signal flow is often a power challenging issue. So, because of you want to run a broadcast, your power must not go off. You must have steady supply of power for you not to have signal glitch. OBS, vMix, and StreamYard is where Nigeria is currently exploding. The rise of digital first media like React Media, OSS Multimedia, or independent YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok news creators has shifted the power from big terrestrial towers to software-based streaming, basically live streaming. If you go on YouTube now, you will see a lot of live streaming. You see people talking about traveling. See people talking about, you see gamers talking about games. So that is what live streaming, the new medialization has done. Anybody can live stream. You can live stream anything from anywhere. You can live stream right from your bedroom, live from your toilet, live from your kitchen, anywhere. Data optimization. In Nigeria, bandwidth is expensive and can be unstable. Tips for Nigerian streamer using OBS, vMix, StreamYard, and so on is to use VBR, variable bitrate, or lower your output to 720 at 2.5 kbps, kilobytes per second. This ensures Nigeria audience on mobile data to actually watch without constant buffering. It makes your, when you use a variable bitrate, it makes your stream, it makes your video, it makes your content stream seamlessly. It won't buffer. And precisely use 720. Use 720. Don't go and put 1080 there. Don't go and put 1920 there. Don't put 2K. Don't put 4K. Let's move to the next one. There is what we call the Jackpot effect on roles, whereby they will have to use the camera, audio, visual mixer, or capture card to stream their rushes. You understand? And this has actually helped most, especially youth, to be able to be in media space and even make money from media space. Then we'll talk about the comparison of traditional and modern Nigerian medias. Features the likes of traditional, we have NTA, AIT, and Silverbird. Modern, we have Arise. We have our streaming youth in Nigeria, streamers, they will have YouTube. Primary tools, hardware switchers, ROS mixers, Sony mixers, data video mixers, Blackmagic mixer, there's one, Roland. We have a lot of mixers. We have Roland. Then also we have OBS to stream them. We have vMix. TriCaster is a mixer and also it auto streams. TriCaster. Then the reach, terrestrial antennas, free to air. Then for the modem, we have global, DSTV, YouTube, and Instagram. Audio priority, lapel. lapel mics, studio condenser. This is a studio condenser. This one is a studio condenser. Lapel mics, like collar mics, if you hang it here. So the audio also, then for modem we have golegs, we have shotguns for field works, like the one that is here. You can work with your mobile phone, can work with a DSLR camera, can work with your ENG cameras and so on. So the challenges, equipment are obsolete. For the traditional challenges of equipment are obsolete, they are expensive, as they are expensive. Then for modem, high cost of data, reliable power, and so on. That's challenges you face. Okay, moving forward, OBS VMix basics, whereby we talk about, we'll do a practical based video showing you on how you can stream with all these kind of platform, and that will come up during our intermediate masterclass. We have that being done. So we have talked about, we'll see how you can establish your scenes, where you can load your source, and how you can stream to multiple platforms using OBS, VMix, StreamYard, etc. Then, as I said earlier, practical sessions whereby we bring in multiple cameras, the likes of 2 cameras or 1 camera plus OBS or VMix stream and so on. So for our assessment, I would like you to go through this signal flow, go through it very well, understand it very well, and if you are opportune to have this equipment at your reach, practice. This will help you. So at this junction, I want to say thank you for listening to me.